You're watching
Watching
Wolverine
Wolverine
TV.
TV.
I can't breathe. How many times do we have to say that before America believes that we really aren't trying to deceive, but we really can't breathe? How many times do we have to beg and plead before someone takes the lead and realizes that love is really all that we need? Where's the humanity? Because without it, I really can't see a way out of this brutality. We have been fighting for equality since we were set quote unquote free, and we're getting tired. Can't you see? Instead of being guilty before proven innocent, listen. What I have to say may be legitimate in preventing my unlawful imprisonment. But instead, you kneel on my neck and you take my breath while I plead for my life on ears that are deaf. I am a human being. Listen to me. All I need is compassion. Can't you see? I wasn't even ready to leave. But I saw my mama standing there with her arms outstretched saying, "Come here, dear." So I went to her without fear. And now my family must endure this pain, but I know that my death was not in vain because my people will protest peacefully for change. We are angry, but amidst the riots and the fire, just understand that as a people, we're simply just sick and tired, that we have to work twice as hard and still not get what we desire. The right to be treated with dignity and respect, as any human being on this planet would expect, not to be judged by my skin color or your opinions of my intellect. Yes, my skin may be darker, but that doesn't mean that I'm any less smarter than my white counterparts because remember, I had to work much harder to get to the same place, yet still I'm seen as a lesser race, putting me once again in the very last place. When are these politicians going to wake up and see that this is not the land of liberty because we're still too far away from equality? We need to unite to be strong, all human beings coming together arm in arm to fight together without causing harm. We need to fight injustice, united by all races, skin colors, religions, and genders, because united we stand, but divided we will fall. As we stand united with our fists in the air, chanting down injustice for those who are no longer here because they were silenced, but our voices, they will hear. Let us remember this. Violence will only beget violence, and that is not what this is about. Yes, we want to be heard, and yes, we will peacefully shout, but remember that we're going the peaceful route. You must denounce those whose sole purpose is to make us look bad, those who are taking advantage because our hearts are sad. They don't want us uniting, so they're just simply mad. Stay vigilant, keep your eyes open through the tears and the gas, and don't forget to at least wear your mask, because coronavirus is still a task that we're struggling to get through. On top of all this injustice, that's killing us more too. Stay safe, Bronx Science.
Goodbye, George, I declaim. Your passing brought us pain. Your voice crying in vain. This death is now our shame. A copper guard is stain killed you and brought you fame, and you became a claim, a message to sustain. Yet another black man was treated like some game, set this nation aflame, a sadness so insane. I can breathe, you proclaim, a treatment inhumane, can't get it off my brain. I won't forget your name. Fears and bias to blame. Our colors are a chain, but love will always reign. Our hearts and souls are sane.
Our community is experiencing a particularly difficult challenge.
as we mourn the needless and devastating theft of life of George Floyd, of Breonna Taylor, of Ahmaud Arbery, and of so many more Black lives who deserve so much more. And while we can't bring them back, we can act, because we have an obligation to use our voices. Being silent is part of the problem, and that's not who we are. Bronx Science students are part of the solution. And so on June 10th at 5 p.m., it's time to use your voice. Our student organization will be holding a Bronx Science Black Lives Matter town hall. Many of us are feeling many different emotions: hurt, fear, anger, sadness, and we can all be here for each other, and we can all educate ourselves. It might be uncomfortable and it might be heavy, but that is how we learn best, when we face the uncomfortables head on. And this discussion is not going to solve all of our problems. Centuries of systemic oppression cannot be reversed in an hour-long call. And we hope it leaves you dissatisfied. We hope it leaves you with more questions than when you had when you first came in, because that is part of the journey. The journey that we as young people have to begin to move towards a future of anti-racism. Times like these call on us to act. And it's time to act. Join us on June 10th at 5 p.m.
Thanks for watching.